everybody, my name is Becky. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a Flow 1.0 class today. The equipment we're going to need is a mat, a light set of weights or soup cans, a chair, and a towel. We're going to do a lot of moves that we do on the reformer in the studio here at the house. So let's go ahead and get started. We're actually going to start up against a wall today. We're going to kind of warm up our legs. We're going to bend our knees and kind of get a good angle against that wall. So our lower back is against the wall, and I want to think our shoulder blades are pressed up against the wall too. What we're going to do to get started is called pelvic rocks. So I wanted you to show here. So we have this natural curve to our spine. When we're at the wall, I want us to think about tucking our pelvis kind of like a scared dog, curling it under, and you see how my back flattens. So we just want to work on getting the natural curvature, and then what we call an imprinted spine, where you lay your back against the mat or here against the wall. So we're just going to kind of curl that pelvis under and feel the spine lay against the wall, and then we're going to kind of come back to our neutral spine. And then we're going to rock it back. Again, I like to think of a scared dog tucking his tail before he runs away. And I want you to think about using your abs to help curl that pelvis under. Just one more time. Exhaling as you curl and coming back. Excellent job. All right, so we're going to lower ourselves down a little bit. I want us to think about using our quads. I would like you to think about squeezing your butt muscles and using those hamstrings, really trying to contract everything and really warm up those legs. We're going to put our arms out in front, and we're going to kind of reach forward, and then we're going to pull our shoulder blades back and have them touch the wall. We're going to reach forward and have them pull back against that wall. So going forward and really retracting them back. Just a couple more times. I would like us to try to bring our belly button into our spine too, to really activate all of those abdominal abs. Couple more times. One more time. And we're working in that neutral spine. We're going to kind of sweep our arms up and sweep those arms down. Sweep them up and sweep them down. I want us to try to think about keeping those shoulder blades on the wall. Still squeezing our glute muscles, still trying to bring the belly button to the spine, just warming up those arms. We're going to up in front and back down. Try to keep those shoulder blades on the wall. Make a broken record. 3, 2, 1, and come back down. All right, so we're going to kind of squat down a little bit more, warm up a little bit more of those legs. Now we're going to lift our heel up and down, and we're going to switch. Going alternating feet, warming up those ankles. My toes, I almost are like spread wide, trying to use every toe. And then we're going to go into what we call prancing. It's a little bit faster. For 4, I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1, using that wall, kind of push it up. One more exercise here before we go back to the wall. We're going to come into this Pilates V position. Our feet are kind of like in a pizza wedge, and our heels are together, and we're really thinking about zipping up those inner thighs. And we're just going to kind of lift up and lower. You do have that wall behind you can kind of use for balance. Trying to zip up those inner thighs. Again, I have my toes kind of spread wide. I'm trying to use all 10 toes as I come up and down. Abs are nice and tight. 4, 3, trying to find that balance. 2, 1, excellent job. Okay, we're going to come back to the wall. We're going to go to wide, externally rotated. So we're kind of in that pizza wedge. We're just taking a nice big step wide. We're kind of finding that wall again and shimmying ourselves down. So we don't want our knee to be way over the toe. So you kind of find what's comfortable for you. Again, we're in that neutral spine. So maybe there's like a little space in between the lower back or the back and the wall. So we're going to hold here. Again, what you think about squeezing your glutes, we're working way more inner thighs here. And we're going to lift up that heel again. Alternating. Beautiful job. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Find that balance, find that wall, and kind of stand up. Excellent job. All right, we're going to pull out our mat. And we're going to go into some bridging. So this, we're actually going to use our towel as well. So in the studio we have a Pilates ball. Most people probably don't have one of those at the home. So we're going to try fold our towel long ways, and then I'm just going to roll it up. And this is going to be mimic our ball, or replicate our ball. So we're going to come down to the mat. We're actually going to put this towel in between our legs, just above our knees, and we're going to roll back. So I want you to really squeeze that towel. Really try to squeeze it as much as possible. Our heels are planted onto the mat, and our arms are long. Our shoulder blades, again, are nice and retracted up against that mat, and we're just going to hinge up and lower. Really still trying to squeeze that towel between our knees as much as possible as we go up and down. I like to inhale at the top and exhale as I come down, and then inhale at the bottom and exhale as I lift. I really want you to squeeze that towel, and I really want you to squeeze those glute muscles. Waking up those inner thighs, feeling it in those hamstrings. This time we're going to hold it up, and we're just going to pulse down an inch and up an inch. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Wonderful job. Now we're going to do what's called an articulated bridge, and I want you to think about a string of pearls, and we're going to be, and our spine muscle is that string of pearls, and we're going to slowly pull our back up one pearl at a time, and then lay it back down on the mat, one pearl at a time. So we're going to inhale to prepare, and exhale, we're going to do that pelvic rock, just like we did at the beginning of the class. Use those abs, pull that pelvic up, and then slowly lift all the way to the top. Inhale at the top, still squeezing that towel, and we're going to exhale as we lay that pearl necklace back down onto the mat, releasing at the very end. Curling that pelvis, lifting it up, nice and controlled. Inhale at the top, exhale, lay our spine down, bone by bone, as we go down. Beautiful job. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, roll it up. Hold at the top. Now I want you to really kind of pulse that towel. So squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you lift this up maybe a little bit higher? Inhale, and then exhale, nice and controlled. Roll it back down again. Beautiful job. You can take this off, the towel out, and kind of grab those knees and kind of stretch out that lower back. Beautiful job. Let me get this out of the way. We can kind of drop our knees to the right, trying to keep those shoulder blades down, all the way to the mat, doing a spinal rotation. Coming back up, using those abdominals. You can scooch away from my wall a little bit. And dropping them to the other side. Beautiful job. Bringing it back up to the center and rolling it back up. Wonderful job. Let's move on. We're going to kind of work to some plank positions. I'm going to pull my chair in here for a second. So we're going to kind of start with a little bit of a plank warm-up. So we are going to come to our hands and knees. We're going to wrap those toes and have them flex onto the mat. Our arms are nice and straight where our wrists are under our shoulder and our knees are under our hips. And all we're going to do is a little movement. We're just lifting those knees up, hovering over the mat just an inch or two, and we're just holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. Beautiful job. All right, we are going to kind of come to our chair, and we're going to do some full planks on our chair. Now, if you have some wrist issues, you are more than welcome to use that towel and put it on to cover the chair for a little bit of pad, and you can do your plank on your forearms, or you can do them up on the wrists. All right, I'm going to do them up on my hands using my wrists, and we're going to kind of step back and hold this plank. So we want to be in it like a surfboard. Our body is nice and straight. Our abs are drawn in, belly button to spine, and we're holding from here. I'm just going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. I'm going to come down one knee at a time. We're going to do some side planks. Again, you're welcome to do on your forearm if you would like. I'm going to do them up on my hand. So we're going to kind of step out so you can have a staggered stance for a little bit more stability. If you'd like to increase the challenge a little bit, you're going to stack those feet. I think I'm going to just stagger them today. So our hips are stacked and our shoulders are stacked. So we're not rolling forward or rolling open. We're just holding here. Our oblique muscles, the sides of our abs, are nice and strong. If you'd like to extend your arm out, you can. We're going to hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down. Beautiful job. Let's do the other side. Hand up nice and strong on that chair. We're going to stagger our feet and hold. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Beautiful job. That was wonderful. All right, we're going to get the mat out of the way. I'm going to bring the chair in. We're going to do some arm movements that we would do on the reformer using some light weights. All right, so I'm just going to kind of sit on the edge of the chair. I want us to think about really sitting up nice and tall. We're trying to lengthen out, make space between our ribs and our waist. So our posture is really good. Our shoulder blades are down and back. We're going to do an exercise called the chest expansions. We're going to grab our weights. Our palms are going to be to the back of us, and we're going to pull back and then bring it forward. So belly button to the spine. We're never holding our breath, always breathing. This exercise really opens up the front clavicle, the chest area, and we're really trying to squeeze those shoulder blades behind us and strengthen our postural muscles. Mouthful. Beautiful job. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. We're going to move on to biceps. So we're going to put our arms straight out in front of us. Our biceps or part of our arms are going to be parallel to the floor. I cannot talk today. And we're going to just bicep curl up and down. Try to keep those elbows up. There you go. Again, we're still trying to bring that belly button to the spine. We're sitting up nice and tall. We're keeping those shoulders down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Excellent job. We're going to move right on to triceps. So we're going to do an overhead extension. We're going to put these weights together, bring them overhead. They're going to dip behind our head, and we're going to bring them straight up. So we're trying to keep our elbows kind of tucked in tight. We don't want them to flail open. So we're going down and up. Trying to go down as far as we can and really send them up. Again, always concentrating on our core and our posture. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you got it. 1, carefully bring them down in front. Excellent job. All right, our next move is going to be a back row with a rotation. So our arms are going to be out in front of us, not locked together. And as we bring one arm back, we're going to kind of twist back with it and gaze over that shoulder. And then we're going to come back out in front. I'm going to do the other side. So we're twisting from our waist. I want you to think about drawing this arm back with your lat muscle, right there, and then using your oblique too. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back down. Excellent job. We'll give our arms a rest for a moment. The next exercise we're going to do is hug a tree. So there's a couple different versions. One can be more of a soft arm, like you're literally hugging a tree, or you can have straight arms, not totally locked out, still soft, but they're going to go out in front of us, okay? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to kind of do the straight arm version, but if you would like to do the bent arm, a little bit like actually hugging a beach ball or a tree, please do so. So drawing them in together, 2, 3, already shaking, 4, shaking does not mean you're weak, it means your muscles are working, 5, 4, keep those shoulders down, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, those are challenging, great job. All right, let's put these out of the way. We are going to move our chair out of the way and bring in our mat. Actually, I want us to do one more exercise with these weights before we go on to leg work. So let's grab those weights again. We're going to do a full body move. We're going to kind of incorporate the squats with the bicep curls that we were just doing. I love to do this at the springboard in the studio. So our arms are going to be out in front. We're going to squat and we're going to do that bicep curl. So again, I don't want those knees going back and forth. We're trying to keep them nice and straight as we do our squats. And our knees are not going over our toes. We're trying like to sit back in a chair. All right, so as we sit down, we're curling. We stand up, we extend. Full body exercise. You don't have to go very deep if your knees are bothering you. Let's do 4, 3, you can do it, 2, 1, and stand up and float those arms down. Excellent job. Now we are done with the weights, so we can put them out of the way. All right, we're going to do some sideline legs today. So I'm going to have you come down to the ground. Perfect. All right, so we're going to come lay down on our left side. We're going to be supported by our right arm. If it gets a little too much, you're welcome to kind of tuck that and we're working on our obliques, trying to keep us nice and lifted. We're going to point that toe, and we're going to sweep it forward, flex that foot, and sweep it back. Point, sweep it forward, flex. Perfect. Now the goal is not to let those hips move around. We're not falling forward or backwards as we go, and our shoulders are nice and stacked as well. Our knee is facing forward, not up at an angle or facing the ceiling. Point. When you flex it back, I really want you to think about using the hamstring behind the leg and the glute to pull your leg back. Pull it back. Almost like you're dragging it through molasses. I want you to think of pulling it back nice and controlled. 2 more. 1. Hold it flexed, and we're going down and up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to point that toe. Now we are going to angle that knee up just a little bit, and we're going to do some circles. And our leg's going to be out in front of us a little bit. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse that circle. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it back and relax. I like to kind of angle it a little bit. You use a little bit more inner thigh that direction. We're going to kind of sit up. That leg that we were just using, we're going to cross in front, and you're going to hinge forward ever so slightly. Whew, because there's a nice heat in there. Just switch this to the other side. Beautiful job. And we're going to do that to the other side. So again, we're stacking our shoulders. Our hips are stacked. Our bottom leg is bent for extra support. If you would like to lengthen it out, you totally can. But I'm giving it just some extra support, and I'm really trying to work on keeping my hips still today so they're not rocking back and forth. So we're pointing forward, flexing, dragging it back. There you go. What are your abs doing? They should be supporting you. Drag it back. Beautiful. You're doing a fantastic job. Drag it back. Really try to think about the muscles that you're using. Starting to feel it. 2. Last one. Drawing it back. Leave it flexed so it's straight up and up and down. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point that toe. Now, if your shoulder's starting to feel it, you are welcome to go down and support your head this way, all right? We are going to, so our knee is up a little bit, our legs out in front, and we're doing those circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse that circle. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Kind of keep it up there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Release it. Come to sitting. That leg that you just worked goes out in front. You hinge forward. Whoo, whoo, whoo. And get a nice stretch. Beautiful job. All right, we're going to do some abdominal work. So we're going to take this towel, kind of puff it up a little bit. And let me go to the side. We are going to put it behind our lower back to kind of support that lower back. Now there's 2 different back positions that we do here. There's a hinge, so it's a flat back going down and up without any curvature. And then there's the C curve, which I really want you to think about, or I like to think about an ice cream scoop, like you're scooping your belly and our back is curved. All right, so we're going to first start with some hinge, just some hinge crunches or flat back going back and forward. All right, so I like to bring my arms down in front of us. 2, 1, and pull up. Beautiful job. All right, we're going to do that again. This time we're going to do that C curve or that rounded spine. So our chin is going to be tucked. We go down and pull up. So I really want you to think about scooping that belly there. Scooping. So it almost feels more of like a traditional abdominal crunch because you're pulling yourself up as we crunch. Let's go back and hold. Hold in that crunch position. Can you lift your arms up a little bit? A little bit more. Your chin can go up just a little bit with your arms there. And hold for 8, 7, 6, 5. Are you shaking? 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Because I am. All right, we're going to move this towel out of the way. We're going to grab behind our thighs and round all the way back down. We're going to do an exercise called crisscross or the bicycle. Our feet are going to come into tabletop position. So that means our knees are over our hips. Our hands are going to be behind our head. And we're not going to be pulling our neck at all. The hands are just there to support the head. We're going to reach towards the right as we extend that left leg out and bring it back. Oops, sorry, that way. And we're just going bicycle. Nice and slow. Leading with your shoulder. And not trying to pull your neck in any way. If it's too much for the legs, you just keep them upright a little bit. Just keep them up. It doesn't have to be super low to the ground. Now let's pick up the pace for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent job. That was wonderful. All right, I'm going to kind of grab behind both knees and rock myself up. I'm going to come over to my stomach to a prone position. I'm going to make my feet the distance of my mat. Kind of point those toes. My hands are going to be under my shoulders, and I'm just going to push up ever so gently and lower back down. So I want you to think about keeping that belly button to the spine as you lift up and lower back down. And it's not about how high you go. You're really trying to lengthen up through that spine and not just cram everything into your lower back. It's about lengthening and coming back down. Lengthen, belly button in and down. Couple more times. Lengthen down. One more time. And come back down. Excellent job. Bring your knees in. I'm going to push back. Bring my knees in and go to a child's position, which is a round back, reaching forward. Beautiful job. We're going to kind of come up. We're going to come to a seated position. We're going to grab our left wrist and reach towards the right. Trying to send this hip into the mat so you get a full stretch through that side body. And we're going to switch to the other side. Gentle. Come down, we're going to put our hands behind us, trying to open up that chest and hinge back a little bit, gazing up just a little bit more. Beautiful job. We're going to come back and lay down on our mat. We're going to lift our right leg up. You can grab behind the thigh or the calf or the ankle. You can stretch out, point and flex. Stretch out the hamstring and the calf muscle. I'm going to hold that flex. Flex foot for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. And let's bring up our left leg. Point and flex. I'm going to hold that flex. Breathing through it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. I'm going to bring my knees into my chest, lift my head, and kind of rock back and forth, kind of massage that spine a little bit. If this is too much, put your head down, and you can rock back and forth, massaging that spine. Perfect. We're going to roll right back up. Come up. One more little stretch. We're going to do a cat and a cow. So hands and knees. We're going to round that spine up and come down. A little exaggerated neutral spine, not a huge, we're not like throwing our head back. And we're coming up and rounding that spine like a cat. Coming back down to a neutral spine. One more time. Inhale, exhale, and come back down. You guys did a fantastic